So the message is there's no me, but really that is just a way to get to the fact that there's no separation. No separation is really the point. No me is like just an ancillary fact. I mean, a fallout from the fact that there just isn't separation. And me is the assuming of separation. The reality, sort of alternate reality or illusory reality that is built on the idea of separation. The assumption that there is separation is what the me is. So there isn't any me because there's no separation. And that's the point. Now, separation is within the me experience, which is all about separation. It is separation. Separation expressed and lived as an experience of life. So the way that expresses is that there's an assumption, well, there's a bunch of assumptions, but just to take one, within, being the me, living that dream, that show, there's a real feeling that I'm in a moment. And, well, that's what experience is. It's an experience of a moment. It looks like this situation right now. Here it is. And it's a moment that's fitted into a story of time. It's like a conveyor belt, kind of a moving, well, it's a story, but I'm sitting here in the moment, and then I've got the past, all my memory of that's built up to be this moment, and then I'm looking at a future. So that's the me experience. And it seems like, again, like I'm in this moment, and then there's a moment that just was, and then I'm moving to a next moment. And the feeling is that all of these different moments are different. I just said different moments. Well, it wouldn't make sense if they were the same moment, right? That's the quality of the moment in the me. The me dream is that there's this trail of moments and they're all different. So difference is the essence of it. And that's the pain, that's the suffering of the me experience, because whatever it is in this moment, there's the feeling that it's not right, not enough, not what's needed. But then there's the next moment that I'm looking for. And the next moment is going to be different. And the next moment has, might be what I need, might be the one. It might be the moment that gives me the experience that I'm looking for. So, and then that's what I'm living, I'm involved with that. Looking at the moment, judging it, analyzing it, deciding, understanding it, making a decision, a judgment of it, and then setting myself up for the next moment, looking, anticipating, hoping, planning. Anyway, there's this whole operation. But the key is that the next moment is different than this moment. That's the sense of moving. So the me experience is moving, like I said, on this conveyor belt of my journey of life through time, where things are changing. So this moment is different than the moment a minute ago, and then the next moment. I'm always moving to a moment that's going to be different. So that's what the idea of separation provides. The idea that there are different moments. There are moments. There are many moments. In other words, it's divided experience up into moments and into past and future and present. Even though we don't know what any of that is, we don't know where the present is. What is this? This present is in time. So is it? Where does this past stop and the future start? And where? It's totally conceptual. There's nothing in reality that is anything like that. And so now we're getting to reality. Reality doesn't have moments in it. So this idea of moments, and then moments that are different. So this moment that I'm expecting, waiting to come, is going to be different than this moment. Some fundamental way, it's so fundamental that I'm really putting all of my chips on it. I've decided that this moment is not up to snuff, it's not okay, doesn't meet the standard of being okay. And all I'm about is okay. I want things to be okay. I want this moment I'm looking for the okay moment, the permanent okay moment. And that's going to come in the future. Again, this is the me setup. This is the me experience. Every me. Doesn't matter. And there aren't many me's. There aren't several or an infinite number. There's just the me experience. It's the same. It doesn't exist, but it has this quality because it's an imagined experience. So it imagines that there's something called a moment, and then there's something coming, which is going to be a moment that's different. It's going to be an experience that is a different kind of experience. Okay, well, what that doesn't notice is that there is experience appearing. There is, we could say, a moment appearing, whatever this is, where you're just giving it this word to call it a moment, but it's just the form of this experience as it is. But the point is, it's not a changing thing, like moments from the me perception sees moments as changing. So this moment is going to be different from the next one. And the next one could be the one I want. Could have the qualities that I'm looking for in a moment. And this one doesn't, but the next one may. And I'm hoping that it will. And I'm trying to do things to make that happen. And basically, I've just summarized the entire me experience. So the problem is there are not many moments. There's just this moment. That's all there ever is. So this moment is not going to change into another moment. This change that I'm looking for as me, this is just a little game in my head, but it's not going to happen because the moment is this. It's not changing. The experience may change, the story. The story will change. But the changing story, here's the key, the changing story doesn't change the moment. That's what the me misses. The story changes, but this moment is always just this moment. And it's always isn't really the word. It simply is. It simply is this. The moment is the experience, whatever you want to call it, what me is, what this world is, what this experience is, what life is, whatever there is, showing up is just this unchanging. So basically, if I'm not cool with the way it is now, I'm not going to get cool. And that's the fact of the me. The me is not cool with how things are, and the me is not going to get cool with how things are. The me is simply not okay. That's the me. Because of this division. The me is divided, the me has separated, created a separation, a separate experience. Not created, but created in some mental universe. We call it illusion. We call it, the overlaying some kind of structure of time and a story onto just this, whatever this is, just here, just as it is, indescribable, unaccountable, unknowable, simple, unknowing energy. Well, the me is seeing it as a moving moment, creating movement, imposing movement, like I said, overlay. An overlay of movement and changing. But there isn't any change. This is it. It's not changing into anything. So like I said, if I'm not okay with this, just as it is here, however it is, however it's appearing, then I'm not going to get okay. So that's why we say there's, so much, there's this constant pointing to there's no me. Because that's the answer that the me is looking for. In other words, the only answer there would be to all the questions of the me, which are based on this idea that there's this moment needs to change into something else, which can't happen. So the answer comes in, no, that's not going to happen. You keep looking for it, and even right now you're looking for it. You're looking for the message from the non-dual person to tell you how to work this change thing. So, in other words, get what's being looked for. Well, the only answer is it's not happening. There isn't any change. There's no me, which was, again, the assumer, or that there is, the one who assumes there's changes going on here. No, it's not changing. It's this. This is it. Now, and all the forevers are included right here. All the past, there was a big problem, and that you're still carrying as a problem is just here. Here is no problem. Not enough space for a problem to fit into it. There's nothing formed here to hold a problem. It hasn't happened. It's not happening. There are no moments. So this changing, train ride that's going from the past to the future and cutting through the present, just on its way, just a dream. That's just a story. It has nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with you, nothing to do with this. This is this. This. You don't have to go anywhere to get it.